been such an impressive season for Liverpool. They've run away with this title with plenty of games to spare.
Well, he's getting the excuses in early, isn't he? Listen, this is a fella who's under massive pressure. It's a big one for Mikel Arteta. I've no idea why he's saying that, because nobody believes a word of it. There's no way you could pick out 8 teams from the Premier League and say that they've got a chance of winning the title.
Let's not listen to some of the waffle that comes out of Mikel's mouth, because he just likes to make excuses quickly.
With Durham and pretty much with most of the commentators, you have Agbonlahor constantly beating up Arsenal.
Don't like the narratives being played out by Arteta. But on one hand, he says great things like, I can only control the things I'm controlling. But there's 8 other teams that could be competing for that league spot. Somewhere along the line, Arsenal got to win something.
Yeah, new Premier League season is just over 2 weeks away, and it will be Mikel Arteta's 6th attempt at winning it with Arsenal. Last season they lost out to Liverpool, who were favourites to go on and win it again. Earlier today, Arsenal were beaten 1-0 by Spurs in a pre-season North London derby in Hong Kong. Papa Sarr scored the only goal of the game as Victor Gyökeres came off the bench for his first Arsenal appearance. Mikel Arteta spoke to the media after the game. He assessed where his side are ahead of that new season.
Well, I'm very positive. Everything that I've seen in the last 10 days gives me a lot of encouragement, and we are ahead of what I was expecting in many areas. Even though tonight's result leaves you a taste, that I think is going to be very positive as well. To realize the margins that winning or not winning have to be controlled as well. And again, we go again. We'll start on Monday again with 2 great games at the Emirates to finalize the preparation and be ready for Old Trafford.
Listen, Arsenal got their new striker, okay, but Liverpool have spent nearly, £300 million. They're still looking at Isak as well. Could Arteta be forgiven for not beating them to the title this year? Because you look at a Liverpool side, there doesn't seem to, maybe centre-half next to Van Dijk, but there doesn't seem to be a weakness in it, right?
I think he can be forgiven if it's a tight loss to Liverpool or Manchester City. Last season, they lost by 10 points. Could have been 16, 17, 18 points if Liverpool didn't go to Dubai for a jolly up during the end of the season. Arne Slot went to Ibiza. So Arsenal were miles off it last season. Yes, people might say Arsenal were resting players for the Champions League, but to finish 10 points behind Liverpool, no one expected that at the start of the season.
What is expected then from an Arsenal side that are spending money?
When you look at what they've spent, Andy, 200 million, Kepa 5 million, Zubimendi 51, Norgard 16, Madueke 52, Mosquera 13 million, and Gyökeres 63.5.
Let me ask you, out of those players, how many do you think will start? How many are squad players?
How many in that team start? Zubimendi,
Gyökeres.
Yeah, Gyökeres, and maybe Madueke will force himself into the starting.
Where, on the left?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Martinelli and Trossard.
So 2, maybe 3.
Yes. But you know what's crazy about Arsenal? And you talk about Liverpool, they've got such a great squad of players, and Man City and Chelsea. This is Arsenal squad for each position. Right backs, Timber and White. Centre halves, Saliba, Kivior, Gabriel, Mosquera. Obviously, Raya and Kepa. That's a great second choice goalkeeper in Kepa. Left back, Louis Skelly, Calafiori. So that defence is sorted.
Yep.
Cover in that position.
Really, really strong.
Yeah, Zubimendi and Norgard. You say Norgard, okay player, but that's your 2 sitters. Say 6s. Then you've got Odegaard and Ranieri, Rice and Marino. That's cover 4 players for 2 positions.
Yeah.
Then on the right, you've got Saka, and cover you've got Madueke. On the left, you've got Martinelli, cover you've got Trossard. And down the middle, you've got Gyökeres, cover Havertz and Jesus. That is a strong squad of players.
And the problem that Arsenal had last season was they didn't have cover.
Exactly. Saka got injured, and you had Sterling, who wasn't performing. So you look at that squad of players, and I don't want to hear no excuses, because your players do get injured in that squad of players. You've got just as good cover.
I get the feeling that Arsenal fans are sort of split 50-50 as to whether or not they think Arteta's the right man to win the Premier League. You can't keep going and keep going and keep going and not say we need to win the Prem. 100%. I'm not saying they should win it. I'm saying they need to win it.
Of course. Right? If Arsenal lose the Premier League to Liverpool, Manchester City by 3-4 points, no one's going to say, Arteta needs to get the sack. He hasn't won the Premier League. Shocking.
No, but
if it's double figures again, then it's
and
time.
If they're 4th or 5th.
Yes.
I don't think they could afford to be leapfrogged again like they were with Liverpool.
And if you're losing the title by double figures again, I think there's questions then need answering.
Let's make a little note, right? So things that must happen this season, they must get top 3 minimum, yeah?
Yes.
They must get top 3. Must be single figures. If they're going to lose the league, it's by single figures.
100%. And even like 8-9 points is too many, but definitely
Well,
can't
you
be
tell me
double
how many?
figures.
No more than 7?
No more than 7 points.
No more than 3 defeats, as in 9 points, right?
I'll say no more than 7 points, 8 points.
Okay, no more than 7. So top 3,
Yeah.
and within 7 points, 2 wins and a draw.
And
winning,
also need to get closer to winning the Champions League.
which is
They've done well. They've done well
Where
last
did they get to
season.
last season? It's quarters or semi?
It was a quarters, wasn't it? Or was it a semi?
I think it was the semis they got
Was it
to.
semis?
I think so. And I can't see it. Was it semis Arsenal?
I think it was the
That was
quarters.
I'm pretty sure it was the semis because I remember thinking how close they were and
Yeah.
it would destroy me if they won it.
You're probably
Joe,
right.
Joe's saying quarters. Hold on. Anyway, someone will tell me in a minute. But go on.
No, but can they get closer to winning that? Because Man City have won it, Chelsea have won it, Liverpool have won it.
Yeah, I've said
Man United
millions of
have won
times
it.
before, you can only
Villa have won
dine
it.
from the top table
Nottingham Forest have won it.
if you've won the
Celtic
Champions
have
League.
won it.
It was semis, yeah.
Semis, yeah. So that was good last season. Went out to a great team, PSG.
Yeah.
That Aston Villa beat at Villa Park.
Such a wally you are.
What they did?
Yeah.
And we unfortunately went out.
Yeah, because you didn't win the tie.
Yeah, but we beat them.
You
at Villa
won the
Park.
leg, yeah, but it's not about one game, it's about
Yeah,
two.
but it is. It was
Well,
a
it's
great
not.
performance.
It's exactly not.
By Aston
Right.
Villa.
Yeah.
But anyway, semi-finals was an outstanding from Arsenal. But can they go one more now?
How
Can they get to the
important,
final
how
and win
important is
it?
a domestic trophy, FA or league?
Yeah, definitely get back to winning trophies.
But is that important?
I think it is important. I
Okay.
think there's a lot that needs to be done. Like you says, 7 or 8 points they can't be losing the league by.
Okay, so top 3,
Top 3,
no more than 7.
yes.
At least the semis for the Champions League.
I'll say so.
Last 4. And what about the other one? Domestic.
Yeah. Domestic, can you go and win an FA Cup, Carabao Cup?
A cup run.
Not a cup run, win.
Okay,
Like
so,
win.
So they
Because even
so,
if you're
okay,
even
so
if you're
Liverpool-
not winning the Champions League or Premier League, if you're getting FA Cups and Carabao Cups and you sort of
Okay.
still winning trophies.
So Arsenal need to win silverware
100%.
at some level next season.
100%.
Okay. And tick the other boxes.
Yeah.
Okay, Arsenal fans, what do you make of that? Top 3. No more than 7 points if you're not going to win the Prem behind
Andy,
the winners.
When you read out what they've spent this window, 200 million, and
Yeah.
the players I've read out there, I don't want to hear no excuses.
No,
I
I
don't
just
care
think- I
if
just
Saka
think-
gets injured.
No, I
You've
know.
got Madueke. I don't care if Declan Rice gets injured. You've got Zubimendi, Norgard, Marino. You've got Havertz who can play there as well. Gyökeres gets injured, yes, it wouldn't be great, but you've got Havertz and Jesus.
No, I hear what you're saying.
Martinelli gets injured, you've got
I know.
Trossard.
Yeah.
Lewis Skelly gets injured, you've got Calafiori. I don't want to hear
Okay.
it. I
Where
really
will
don't.
Arsenal finish next season?
5th, I'm joking. I think they'll finish 3rd. I think
Okay.
Liverpool, Man City finish above them.
They got beat against Spurs this morning.
Doesn't matter.
That's my next question. Pre-season
Doesn't matter.
makes no difference.
No difference at all.
Okay, Spurs fans may disagree with you.
Doesn't make a difference, mate. You look at the goal as well. Lewis Skelly receives
Okay.
it off, I think it's Raya, and gives it away. Could
Yeah,
have been
mistake.
a foul, and then great finish on
Okay.
Sarr. But, mate, everyone's on different levels of fitness. You might
Yeah,
have some
yeah.
young players in the team that have maybe been training longer. Some of the senior players, maybe their first game or the second game, and the heat over there. And there's so many
Okay.
factors. It's about fitness pre-season.
Okay, so Spurs and Arsenal fans and football fans, the pre-season results matter. And, go on.
What matters is the last pre-season game before the season starts.
Okay, that's the one.
That's normally where the manager, because when we used to played Inter Milan, Fiorentina, Villa Park, the starting team for the week afterwards is
That's the
normal.
one.
Unless you get absolutely
Obliterated.
beat
Yeah.
4-5-0, that's normally the team that will
Okay.
go and start the first Premier League game.
So do they matter? And Arsenal fans, Gabby said minimum requirement, top 3. If you're going to lose the league, it's by 7 points, no more.
That's still not great.
No, still not great, but this is
But
minimum.
you-
I
yep.
agree with all of this, by the way. At least last for the Champions League and a cup, league or FA.
That group of players.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.